Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. They're up and running then. He leaps for it! And he's quick to get rid.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And here's Dembele. Mbappé! Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dembele. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in...
Tries a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Neymar might just make this. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely shaped ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And it's Neymar. Desai. Dembele. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Brazil currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappé. Marcelo has it in a wide position. And this is it's Dembele! Superb from Dembele! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's fabulous. He's rising! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And it's Van Basten. Davids. Cafu. Crosses it in here. Maldini getting this one clear.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cafu, he's gone forward. 15 minutes till half-time. can see things others simply cannot. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Cafu.
Closer. Now Davids. Davids makes a dash. He'll try from distance! Terrific effort, just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit. Cafu.
Maldini. Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Closer. And it's Davids.
Cafu.
Cafu charging forward down that flank. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. The referee's awarded a free kick. Searching pass he's played there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, good ball! Now this could be a chance. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Neymar.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Van Basten. Dembele is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And here's Olise. Cafu. Ball swung in. So a temporary halt to the action. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Brazil clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Brazil are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
We're on the move again. Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Mbappé. Mbappé going face-to-face with his great rival. Brazil have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's made its way to him. And it's Dembele. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he's there to clear it. Neymar, chance! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Marcelo. Oh, that's neat. He's found a way through. And he's whipped it across. Brazil are 2 up early in the second half. Thuram. Neymar. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Marcelo, who does have an assist to his name. Seedorf. And it's Kaká. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Marcelo. Oh, it's played into the air. Impressive jump! Harmlessly behind. Probing pass.
He's indecision all around. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, greatly! Well taken goal. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Gol del Barcelona. Marcó en el minuto 68 el dorsal 5. Klose. Klose. Klose.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Danny Olmo. Seedorf. Now Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spread to the right. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. And here's Van Basten. And it's Ronaldinho. Shoots! Cafu clears without hesitation. And here's closer.
That's good play from him.
He's going for goal! Ronaldinho. Olise. Oh, this is a terrific run. Turan did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Into the last 5 minutes. Olise. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Brazil clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Ronaldinho. Davids simply refused to be outdone there. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Desai. Cafu. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold. And in the end, we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out as we thought it might.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Kaka. Gerrard. Cafu. Olise is onto this. And he's forced to go back. Rijkaard. For Burak Yilmaz. And it's Deco. Distributed tidily. Ronaldinho. Brazil controlling the possession in this early phase. Looking to play him in. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cafu. To Pepe. Cafu. Oh, this looks sharp. Beckenbauer gets it away.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Cannavaro. And it's Kadiolu. And this is Bale. Can he finish? Oh! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
After 18 minutes is...
So the first moment
7,
of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh no, what has happened here? Rodri. That's a cute ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That has not gone well. And here's Ronaldinho. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Kaka. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good play on the left-hand side here. This looks promising. Brazil are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Kadiolu is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Zanetti. And this is Mane. Cafu shows great strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Kaka. And he's managed to get free. And they've been given a corner. Brazil with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Pepe is there, and he can pick it up. Elise, looking for options for movement. And that has been cleared.
Brazil truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Gerrard wins the duel this time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Deco tries to pass it through. Gerrard, nicely spread. Elise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And it's Ronaldinho. Is there any... There's the shot! Oh, good finish! Brazil are back in business! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's a sharp little ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rodri, Burak Yilmaz. Gets a good foot in there. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Brazil will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Brazil get the ball rolling in the second half. Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Forced to go back. He's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil have their second corner now. Ronaldinho goes short. And it's made its way to... He's had a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Desai is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Rodri, and it's Kaká. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a look and plays it forward. Gerrard. A searching ball out wide. Howson tries to clear. Here's Rodri. Cafu. Elise. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. Flings in across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cannavaro goes direct. And here's Elise. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Gerrard. Now it's Elise. Can he finish? Corner number 3 coming up. Olise plays it short. He's cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Maldini. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's in a great position here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Olise with the short one. Has to go back here. Kaká! Same again, same outcome.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
That's a lovely, delicate pass. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner, just eases him off the ball. Mane, and the counter is on. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Kaká, caresses it through. Well, there's the clearance. Deco. And it's Zanetti. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Olise. Space for him to turn and look. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Substitution.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Good ball, good take. And it's towering header! Goal, Brazil! And the comeback is complete! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Deco going face-to-face with his great rival.
Mustepe really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Olise. Mane. Nico Williams. That's Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Do you think he's feeling the effects of that tackle?
Number 21, Yilmaz. Coming on the field is number 11, Johan Cruyff.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's superb. Chance for a shot! And no mistake. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And a header! No, not the best of headers. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And here's Danny Olmo. And here's Bale.
There will be
Nice
5
control.
minutes added time.
Danny Olmo receives it in a good position here. And it's Maldini. Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. Cafu. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Maldini. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Aims beyond the defence. He leaps for it! It's a goal! Deep, deep into injury time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable class. And we're done. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Bale claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style
And now, I'd
and
just
turned
like
this
to read
right
out
on its
our fan
head.
club
This is a
members who are
tremendous
celebrating
win.
their birthdays.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, a team spine so often starts with Manuel Neuer. The moniker of sweeper keeper often hides another...
Impressive jump! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cafu. Yamal. In with the challenge. Marcelo has given away a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. De Ligt. Cafu. Rodri. Olise. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, that is really good tenacity. Brazil with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Kaká. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Now it's Madueke. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that's delightful. Goes for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Gerrard.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Kaká shapes to shoot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Gerrard. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Madueke is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Yamal. There will be a throw-in. He has found the way through. Can he get it through?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yamal gets into a good position. Pepe getting this one clear. Oh, that is a nice touch. There's a look up and delivers. Cleared away. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Rodri. And it's Marcelo. That's an imaginative pass. Brazil have their third corner. There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Rodri. Great defending, strong and determined. Akanji. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Xavi Alonso. De Ligt. And Madueke. Xavi Alonso. And he's forced to go back. Madueke. For Xavi Alonso. Silvestre. Xavi Alonso. Spread out to the left. Showing great feet there. Nicely weighted ball. Needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's a good foot in there. That's a cute ball. That is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Brazil should be well in front based on the number of chances they've had, and you can sense a little anxiety around the stadium for fear that this game might just get a little away from them now.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Teremos uma substituição.
Down to business again.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Xavi Alonso. Now it's Neymar. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Kaká. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's picked his way through. Yamal has been caught there. It's a foul. Save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Cafu. Olise. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Corinthians always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Just about up to the hour now. Pepe. Oh, it's Batistuta. Shifted it to the flank. Madueke picks it up out wide.
That's good defensive concentration.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Madueke tries to play it through. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta! Marcelo. And it's Kaká. And it's Rodri. Kaká played out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. Now the delivery. It's Gerrard! Yamal. It's Xabi Alonso. Yamal. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice control. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Corinthians clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Driving forward. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Romero. And he goes cross-field. Cafu. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Rodri.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Camisa 7.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence.
Camisa 15. Camisa 5.
And it's been played through. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappé claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Tries to cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Nicely shaped ball. Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Dembele with the short one. Pinches it off him. Norway are looking to go forward now. Showing great feet there. He's on it, can he get away? Now the ball in. Desai getting this one clear. Played out towards the right wing. Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. Gerrard cuts it out. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Inzaghi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's put paid to the danger. Marcelo, the most accurate pass. Terrific save by Abbiati. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that was asking for too much. Norway are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Kimmich running with intent. And it's Ronaldinho. Real chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Kaka. 30 minutes gone. And here's Nunez. And he's heaved it away. Marcelo. It's a decent clearance. Brazil have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. That's very neat. Norway have the chance to go the other way. Kaka. plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Either side giving way, it has been tight. He's going for goal! Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Oh, good effort! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. Nicely intercepted. Ronaldinho. Just past the 40th minute mark. Dembele. That's tidy. Olise. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ronaldinho. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Aviati claims comfortably. Olise. And it's Kaka.
Minuto de acréscimo.
We are into overtime. And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Dembele. Now the delivery. And he's taking no chances there. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 6.
Second period is underway.
Sai para a entrada do
Both sides
jogador.
defensively robust up to
Camisa
now.
11.
Opts for safety. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Marcelo. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Brazil have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Bale is behind this one. And the potential here for the first goal of the game.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Goal is still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Ronaldinho. And it's Rodri. Cafu. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Dembele. And it's Ronaldinho. Foot in. Kaká. And he's forced to go back. Marcelo. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22. Camisa 13.
And still, we await the first breakthrough.
Camisa 9.
Now it's Kane.
Camisa 17.
Niggles his way through. Now it's Kimmich. And he's managed to get free. Pepe, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Looking tiny in possession here. Well, that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. Not the most convincing of passes. Gerrard. Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pepe. Now Ronaldinho. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Kane. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rodri. Ronaldinho. And it's Marcelo. That is good progress on the left. And it's Olmo. That's a goal! And that's it! And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late reacting to that.
Brazil can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Brazil have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter. That's potentially decisive now. Norway really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bale wins the duel this time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Kane. That's a delicate pass. Aviati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Very much into the last knockings. Rodri. Dani Olmo. Cafu. And Marcelo. Nico Williams. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Cafu. And it's Pepe. To Marcelo. And that's that. Brazil have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Bale claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, where can I start? There's so much to admire in this team and how they went about things, very tidy and yet retaining all the necessary battling qualities you want from a team.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos desejar felicidades aos nossos sócios torcedores.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Towering header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Elise making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances. He's having a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Número 10.
Ecuador are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Silvestre. There will be a throw-in. It's a throw-in. Marcelo. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Cafu. And it's Gerrard. Now Ronaldinho. Marcelo. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Mbappé. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Baresi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Ronaldinho. Good ball, good take. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappé, can he spark a counter here? Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Somewhat off target. Chiellini. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Marquinhos. Turns back here, probably the best option. Chiellini. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Marcelo, quietly revving up. Nesta. Cafu. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. Here's Rodri. Knocks it out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that should get the job done. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos. Timber. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ronaldo. Lovely feet. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Leicester getting this one clear. And they're back on the ball again. In again. Getting up there! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Now it's Mbappé. He's had a shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Caicedo.
Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's Ronaldinho. Gerrard, renowned for... He'll try from distance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Olise goes short. Olise has it out wide and in space. Silvestre is there and he can get that clear. Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cafu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's not going far. And
Se van a
played it
jugar
back
2
swiftly.
minutos de compensación.
Ronaldinho. Xavi Alonso. Ronaldinho. And it's Timber. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter.
Aquí están
I think
ambos
playing
equipos
well, good
preparados.
energy. A little more composure up front,
realizando un
perhaps.
cambio.
That's not too much to ask.
Brazil have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Back on the way then. Brazil currently ahead by the smallest of margins. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Ronaldinho. Searching pass he's played there. Cleared without hesitation. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. Timber. Timber made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Brazil come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rodri, now he's got space here, and this is Bale. Here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho with the short one. Oh, that's nice. Gerrard has been caught there, it's a foul. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options. just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Brazil are still that goal to the good. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Ronaldinho. Gerrard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappé receives it in a wide position. And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Kimmich. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
The referee's awarded a free kick. That was travelling. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Nunez is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
Marcelo, who does have an assist to his name. This is a promising build-up. Good chance here!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Ronaldinho. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri. Marcelo. Marquinhos. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's a searching pass, and nicely intercepted. Can he get it through?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's a decent clearance. And they're quick to get it back. Ronaldinho, and a chance! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Now Timber. Chiellini. And Silvestre. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And it's Caicedo. It's Kimmich. Marquinhos. Baresi. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way past. He has found a way through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Played it again. He leaps for it. And that's in. We thought they were done, but never say never. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Número 20.
Checks on the touchline. A change, that's your card. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Played out wide. Back towards the middle. Rodri. Marcelo. Can he get on the end of this? Delivers with wit.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to
Se
settle for the draw.
3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
That's an imaginative pass. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ambitious ball here. Bale moves wide and looking to get onto this. Caicedo. It's not an especially good pass, that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to get it clear.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Maldini. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neymar going forward. Hangs in across. Leicester can get it clear.
I hope I don't seem biased towards my compatriot, but I really think John O'Shea could have a very big role to play here.
Listen, you don't win all the medals that he's won without doing something right, do you?
Exactly. And I think he's going to have a busy game, covering all sorts of defensive positions, especially when the team's on the front foot. That's when his versatility really comes into its own.
Good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That looks a decent ball. And here's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Neymar looking to play him in. Kaka can so cleverly bypass the press. Threads one in. Neymar's cross. Maldini gets it away.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now, can they get it back? Is there any chance? Oh, the ball's run. Chance for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Brazil, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Ronaldinho does well not to be outdone there. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bale. Chooses to go cross-field. Ronaldinho. And here's Dembele. Turan. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. Ronaldinho. It's Rui Costa. And here's Mbappé. Well read. And the danger is averted. Ronaldinho. Dembele. Ronaldinho. And he's forced to go back. Rodri, and it's Bale. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's certainly onside here. And this is Bale. Shot, surely! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Turan. Ronaldinho. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Spread to the right. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Good running, strong and purposeful. Space for him to turn and look. Drills one in. And he can clear it away. Ronaldinho.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Bale. And it's Kaka. Knocks it into space. That is lovely. Now it's Kaka. Cafu plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 13.
So off we go again.
Sai para a
0-0,
entrada do
and
jogador.
we're at the halfway point.
Camisa 17.
That's a cute ball. Maldini is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Rui Costa.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Williams. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's a throw. Gattuso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He is through here. Tries to play it through, and that's played in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
France have reclaimed it. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Kaka. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
Bale is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Who's going to be first to this? Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rodri. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Maldini. Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Moran producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And the counter is on. Maldini eases him off the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Ball has bounced loose now. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Maldini. Now Nico Williams. Good play on the left-hand side here. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cafu. And here's Bale. And it's Kaka. Can he get onto this? Tar tries to clear. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Bale. Oh, he's played it, and he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's in! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22. Camisa 80. Ronaldinho. Camisa 5. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 4. Camisa 9, camisa 2, Marcelo, teremos uma substituição.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Olmo. Marcelo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Neuer.
Teremos
Maldini.
de acréscimo.
Brazil clearly now in lead preservation mode. 1 minute to add according to the board. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, I think the result was perfect evidence, Peter, that showed all departments of the team were working really well. You just can't complain with a scoreline like this.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.